All good. Good morning. Happy Monday. Excuse me. Are you ready for chest day? I am ready. Here in Philadelphia, the toughest workout of your life will be grandchildren. Stay in shape. Stay in shape. Let me just check here for our feed that it's going good. How's everything in Fort Erie? I hope you had a good weekend. There is our, no, not yet. So we have our conditioning warm up, and it really is a warm up for the beginning, okay? I mean, if you're just rolling out of bed and you are generally stiff in the morning, this will warm you up, prepare you for the work, and then we'll go back and hit it again. And hopefully over the next couple weeks, we'll just progress to a point where we're getting some really intense workouts going, and then we can start lengthening them. So this one is basically the same intensity as last. It's 25-second intervals, except that there's only 3 this time. So you got this. Good morning, Dawn. How are ya? Make this big and turn on our timer. 25 seconds. Rocket, so touch the floor, touch the ceiling. True rocket means explode off the floor, but that will be later, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how many explosions we get today. Alrighty. Good, and 25 seconds. Let me just position myself. How's that? Okay? Touch the floor, touch the ceiling, and that would be a rocket, okay? Except that I just want to visit for this morning. Keep going. Rocket squat outs. Squat out side to side. Good. Mac is having no part of this warm-up. His warm-up was coming down the stairs. Oh, poor guy. He's put on some weight over the winter, and I'm going to get on his case soon. Good. Oh, we switched over to jacks. I didn't hear the beep, okay? So, modified jacks or full-out jacks. It depends on how you're feeling, right? I can feel this working well. Good morning. And back to rocket. Touch the floor, touch the ceiling. Try when you're doing these to get the full range, all the way down, all the way up, okay? If you're modifying, at least go deep, okay? Same with these squat outs. Slowly in full range of motion, and eventually we'll move into some quicker motions, okay? Now, there's an initial rebellion. Your body is going to say, no, we're not doing this. So just ease in. Keep pushing a little bit at a time. You just have to learn your body signals, okay? In this case, no doesn't always mean no. It means, I don't wanna. But if you keep nudging me, I think we got one more. Let's go down. Everything's cracking. And squat out. So we're going to be on a flat bench or the floor. We're going to do a nice warm-up set for our bench press. And then 3 heavy sets. And the same with incline, key press. And then we're down for push-ups. We'll see how that works. Nice. Couple rotations there. Check out how you're feeling. I'm going to shut that off for now, and we're doing our weights. Back to the beauties. There we go. Good morning, Dawn and Diana and Rebecca. You're back. That's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. How about a sip of coffee? So I've set out some of my weights. Hopefully, that's what I think I can do, but I can always change, right? So flat bench press. 15 is a warm-up set. And then maybe go heavier for your 8s. All right, see you on the other side. And 15, okay? So I think what you'll notice, hopefully, it's just second nature for me. Moving into these kind of transition workouts where we're trying to increase some cardiovascular training. I usually keep our weight training real basic, you know, presses, flies, push-ups. So that's one nice point. You know, we're not going to come in and do a lot of fancy. Now, what happened there? I got a blank screen. Are you guys all good? On your feed? That's really strange because I can see us here. You should be able to see us. This might just be my computer. Hang in there. Yeah, you can see us. Okay, thank you. Let me just... Yeah, oh, there I am. I don't know, that the screen went black. Never did that before. 8 reps, heavier weight if you're prepared. If you feel your shoulders, elbows, all your joints are ready to go, then take it into a heavier press. Whoa, that's good. My screen is going black again, so if you go black, we're just doing basic presses. The second one will be key press, maybe a little fancy, but, and then push-ups. So if you have the board, you can follow along. That's so strange. All right. It says it's live, but it's got me on a blank slate. Funny things going on Facebook. I always get worried. Facebook does its own thing sometimes. If we're ever separated, I have set up Taylor as my administrator, so I'll contact you via Taylor through our group on his Facebook. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Good. Rotation. I was just going to do some neck circles. Oh, if you do really nice full ones, you should feel that pull down your spine. Okay. We got one more set of 8 reps. Then we go into the key press. I believe it's on an incline. It is. Same spiel. 1 times 15 and 3 times 8. Basics. Okay, so if you do not have a bench, adjustable, just go ahead and do a flat because the movement is different, okay? If you have an incline or an adjustable bench, we're going to take it up to a incline. I'm going to go, my next one is kind of high. That's not too bad. You've just got to determine you want a reasonable incline. Different benches have different increments of incline. So you just want to change the focus slightly. Now, I'm going to use these guys. 15 of these might be a lot because of the rotation in it. So if you want to go anywhere from 10 to 12 to 15, okay? And then we'll pick up the heavier weights for the incline key press. So that's palms face forward, or you, and then they rotate away. Safely, right? You've got to know your body. You've got to know your joints. I got 15 out. I just wanted to check for myself when that load got heavy. You may not want to increase your weight. I'm going to give it a go and see. It's 8 reps. The other thing you can do is if you want to increase your reps but you can't quite get 8 out of them, go 6. 6 to 8 reps is a very good strength rep scheme, okay? No harm there. Oftentimes, your strength fluctuates from day to day, number one, and sometimes you can't make the 5-pound jump, which would be 10 pounds, right? So just modify at the reps and get some good ones out. My screen is still black, but it still says live. There's 5 of you watching. Everything else looks normal, so I hope everything's normal for you. Coming off my cell phone, I can see a picture. Okay, let's go. Eight. Okay. As you fatigue, the tendency might be to rotate down and bounce down there and bounce it back up. So that's what you want to avoid. If you start doing that, lower your reps so that you can get a completely controlled rep. And at the bottom, you're not bouncing or jostling it, you're muscling it up, okay? The shoulders sustain injuries on those small little transitions, right? Where you're fighting to get a heavy weight up. And they're just probably not ready for it if you're dumping like that. 8 reps. Okay. 8. Yeah, this last set is going to be tough. Maybe a little extra rest in between sets also will rebuild the stores of, I'm thinking it's ATP that you need to refill. Okay, black screen. Strange. I can usually figure things out. This one is strange. Oh, there's Linda. Good morning, Linda. How are ya? Let's go. Poof. Okay, 6. 7, I got a little bounce on the bottom. That means I'm tired. Okay. Safe in, safe out, all right? Make sure that you are transferring that weight to the floor in those last rounds safely. Let me just do this one more time. And then we're on the floor for those push-ups. I wanted modified to pre-exhaust, and then do your best with a full one, even if it's 1. When you're tired, you're not getting many push-ups. So number 2, you are fully warmed up, so there should be no problem. Safety-wise, I would think. Excuse me, there I am. I just have to keep refreshing it. Anyways, I'm going to use the mat too because we're going to go on the floor for flies. So 15 and then the glute bridge. Okay, out of the way. Dang. There you go. These little pads, where are they? Here they are at the dollar store. If you want to put them down for your knees. And modify, meaning it could even be here, way back in a square or a, yeah. Or you could take it out slightly. Good. And 15. Tired. So I think what you should do is shoot for a number. So if it be 5 or 3 full out push-ups, and then maybe the next set you get 2, and then maybe the last set you get 1. All right. But I think what you got to do, it works for me, is set a number and determine that you are going to hit it. Oftentimes, if you hit a number too low or you choose a number too low, you find that you can get it. And oh, I should have set it for a higher number. Set it for 5. If you can only get 3 out, you'll know it. Okay, here we go. All right, a nice little rest, and you're gonna hit it again, and you're gonna shoot for the same number, 5. I'm gonna shoot for 6. Might get 3, might get 4. But these are the small, incremental, progressive steps that are gonna get you there, okay? You can't just go out and run a marathon. You've got to start with little baby steps. And I'm going to take you through those steps. We're going to get there together. 5. And I think you'll surprise yourself, right? If you're not looking at that big picture, that mountain to climb, you just got this. You feel successful when you reach all those little places. Okay, let's put these push-ups away. Oh, I got 5. I got 5. All right, flip her over. Now these are the glute bridge. Yes, do the glute bridge. Bring it down if it's feeling unsafe. Glute bridge is going to put you in a position of a decline press, a decline fly. So it's just hitting a different position on, just as if you would change your bench position, okay? But again, fly first, and then as many presses as you can, and tighten up that butt. Bang. This is going fast, it's good. Then we're on the dips. Oh, incline push-up, that's not bad. What was I thinking? There we go. Okay, butt up, and if you can't concentrate on the safety of your arm movements, that's where your attention should be. Bring it just to the flies then, all right? Because this is the most important part of this workout. It's a chest day, so I need you to get your chest challenged. Good. 12 of those. You might go directly into your presses, or you might come down for a bit of a rest and then take it up maximum. Choose a number. And I got 8, only because yeah, I want the safety of my shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Safety first. So if you have to lower your butt and get good control of your upper body, that is key. Black screen. We're all good though. We're all together. Good. Alrighty. 12 flies, maximum presses. Let's go. Oh, I was going to add a crunch in there for the abs. We'll do that in between. I put that in at the end. Good. Up and open. 11 for me. You take it at your own pace. And then the presses. Now, complete rest, you can do some mobility work, or you can add those abs in, okay? I'm just gonna take a few torso rotations. Good. And if you care to, you can just add some crunches here. And 10, good. Just want to point out that it's probably easier to come back up, to grab your weights and roll down with them in a smooth transition. Otherwise, if you're lying flat, you have to wrench that up and then you have to wrench this up. Again, you're just opening yourself up for some strains. All right, so using momentum, put them there and roll it back up into the position of power, drive it and go, okay? It's just a good habit, a good sequence to get into the habit of doing. And press. Ooh, that butt was sinking butt. Good, what do we got next? We got 15 to 20 dips. I'm gonna put my bench back down. You might have a stair, you might have a Reebok bench, you might have a couch. Dips. We're doing triceps, and then we're gonna turn around on that same piece of equipment and do a push-up in an incline position, okay? So just play with that a bit. Let's rest. Here we go. Alrighty, we're coming up to the end. We got the conditioning working set this time. So you might add a weight to it. You might keep it controlled movements with a weight, and adding a weight to it will help increase your cardiovascular. You could do no weight and just up tempo it, add jumps, add plyometrics, add intensity that way. So there's two ways you can go at challenging your heart muscle. In this instance, 15 to 20, high reps, okay? And 15. All right, and then those push-ups, like I said, you're on an incline. It shouldn't be that much more difficult, but in a new position, it will challenge you differently. All right, so those feet could go out, in, and just push up. How many? Maximum? Yeah. Get your number. Shoot for a number. I got 10. You know what? I wanted those bench incline push-up. I also kind of wanted them a little closer together to hit a little more tricep. You're going to hit tricep anytime you do push-ups, but if you want more of a bang for your buck and more focused on that's pretty strong. That's pretty good. I always think, oh, those triceps are just flapping. Every once in a while, you gotta look at your mirror, in your mirror, objectively. You can't be that bully that says, oh, that's ugly, and oh, that's fat, and that's sloppy. You gotta look and say, oh, that looks how it's getting better. Right? Oh, I'm the worst one for it. Hard on yourself. That's okay. It pushes us to new heights, right? And I got 15 of that. I'm saying 15 for me feels like it's getting the job done and there's not a lot of harm going on to the joints. That's body weight. You're using body weight on these two little joints with little muscles. So if you consider that, definitely progress to more difficult positions once you can get a good tricep dip safely performed. Oh, I was going to go a little closer. Six. So you see that when you put your hands closer, further out you're using your big chest muscles. In here you're using less and less chest and a little more tricep. So that's going to change how it affects your shoulder joint too. And if you've got like weird things happening, got to pay attention to those, all right? Nothing is written in stone, right? You have to use these workouts as a guideline and then modify to your individual uniqueness, the uniqueness of your joints. They all work differently. They've all been through different things over the years, right? Okay, 14 and 15, boom. I was just thinking maybe I'll use a real light weight just to add a little bit of intensity to the conditioning portion. If you have to hit the showers and get to work, see you later, you know. Let's work together to try and figure out how we can implement some interval training into your workouts, okay? It's fair to say you could do a few jacks in between your sets all the way through this workout and thereby increase your intensity for your cardiovascular over the course of the workout without staying for this last little bit. There's so many ways to implement this kind of training to fit your schedule. Three. Six. Got it. I got it. So, in keeping with saying I was going to use a really light weight, I'm going to use a really, really light weight. We're going to turn that timer back on. Hoping you're still with me. Let me do this one more time. Yep. It's on. Good morning, Rebecca Scarlett. I don't know if I saw you earlier. All right. Here's our timer, 25 seconds. Hang on there. Is the rocket. So the rocket was a lightweight. You would touch the floor, touch the ceiling. Got it? Squat out side to side. and jacks. You might go full out jacks or heel jacks. The other thing I've considered is this just might not be in the circadian rhythm, your time to perform cardio. So take that with a grain of salt as well. You know, you can force yourself to do your cardio in the morning, but you might not ever feel good about it. If it's the only time you can do it, then slug through it. Make sure you're doing your weight training so that you keep your joints safe. Good. But you might want to add a cardio after work when your body's fully warmed up, and maybe you need a brain drain. So just jumping on a bike and going for a ride, get your cardio in, refresh your brain. Okay, and our jacks. After all those years of teaching, I think we did 6 o'clock. That's when most of my cardio was done, but I just don't feel like doing that anymore. So I'm gonna slug through these. I'm gonna really watch my eating, get a lot of walks in. And hey, there's more than one way to skin a cat. That's a terrible saying. Good. Squat out. We got this. If it feels too good, we probably could be pushing harder. Oh, I'm such a cheater. Jax. You know, that's why I am so good with my eating, because I know that I'm not so good at my cardio. And if I want to achieve a goal of a conditioned body, I'm going to have to really, you know, put in the time with something, right? And eating for me is something that I can control pretty much. So that's where I choose to really focus. Cardio, I try and get out for walks. I mean, especially with the grandkids, we're going, you know, we're getting 10 miles a day. And weights, of course. There is, for me, and I'm saying for you, we have no choice anymore about the weights. There's no choice. I don't care how skinny you are, you have to be strong, right? Not even just for aesthetics, just to get through life, you have to be strong. So if you start getting these conditions, like, you know, the degenerative back, the degenerative disc, or the joints, the only thing that's going to save us getting us up and down those stairs is going to be strong muscles around those areas that are naturally in decline. Let's face it. I am out of here, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go because I talk too much. Mondays are a good day for talking. We're going to take the kids to school. So enjoy your day. I'll see you tomorrow for, I think it's legs, but we have the conditioning in there. Let me see. I got to see you one more time. Oh, it's on. How? I'll say goodbye. If you have to go, go. I'm just peeking. Oh, stay strong. All of us, stay strong. Dawn knows too. She's got her little granddaughter. I know all of us. All of us are in the, we know, all of us. It's just preaching to the choir, right? Enjoy your day, you guys. Thanks for coming. Yeah, super.